Hi there, and welcome once again to Friday Focus, where we do not focus on what is seen, but on what is unseen. Today, Friday Focus continues its look at the Psalms. We're looking at Psalm 59. I call it When You're Innocent. Have you ever been blamed for something you didn't do? I have, and it's not fun at all. I was once accused of deliberately giving directions that would get an individual lost. They were the correct instructions. However, the person refused to believe that it was the way to get where they wanted to go. Yet when someone else gave him the exact same instructions, he accepted them as fact. I recall feeling confused and hurt when accused of lying and deception. Reading Psalm 59, I thought David must have been wounded in spirit, as time after time Saul's accusatory jealousy desperately tried to find its mark. What should a person do in such a situation? How should we respond? I was blessed to have a couple of well-respected friends who set my accuser straight. David also had someone he could turn to. He is an example for us in such a situation. He names his benefactor right off in verse 1. See if you can see who it is. Rescue me from my enemies, O God. Protect me from those who have come to destroy me. Psalm 59, verse 1. It's obvious, isn't it? David goes straight to God. He doesn't come out swinging or yelling. God is his go-to. Who's he talking about? Well, in verse 2, it tells us he's talking about criminals and murderers. In verse 3, he expands his accusation, saying that they're out to ambush him, no doubt in some cowardly attack. Do you ever feel like life has ambushed you? You didn't start out to be where you are. Your everyday life is not what you envisioned. Out of the blue, you find yourself receiving news you didn't need right now. Perhaps it's a family situation or a health-related issue. Hey, maybe it's a job, financial, or a relationship problem that seemed to sneak up on you. Whatever the case, you didn't need it, and you didn't need to be ambushed. As difficult as things may seem at the moment, God is bringing you a word from the pen of someone who is literally running for his life. Why? Because you are loved and God cares. He wants to help you deal with your situation and grow in your walk with him. As a very young child, I remember my response whenever I would be asked, "What did you do?" My 5-year-old go-to defense was, "I didn't do anything," even though I knew I was guilty. David said the same thing, except he was not guilty. Check out verses 4 and 5 of the Psalm. I have done nothing wrong, yet they prepare to attack me. Wake up, see what is happening, and help me. O Lord God of heaven's armies, the God of Israel, wake up and punish those hostile nations. Show no mercy to wicked traitors. A close look at the psalm reveals that David has placed his confidence in God to resolve his situation. He has faith that his God is ultimately in complete control over every situation. Notice how his focus shifts from the diabolical plans of ungodly attackers to the Lord, the preserver of life. It is a display of deep commitment and faith, not only in the God of heaven, but as far as David is concerned, the God of everyday life. Listen to what he says. But Lord, you laugh at them. You scoff at all the hostile nations. You are my strength. I wait for you to rescue me. For you, O God, are my fortress. In his unfailing love, my God will stand with me. He will let me look down in triumph on all my enemies. Psalm 59, verses 8 through 10. Look at David's psalm. It exposes his heart, and as a result, It's what comes out of his mouth. Verse 8, he sees God as all-powerful over all the nations. In verse 9, the Lord is David's strength, and he waits for God to act. And in verse 10, unfailing love, complete faithfulness, victory is assured. David exhibits complete assurance, most likely because of what God has done for him in the past, such as helping him to kill the lion and the bear that came after his father's sheep, and later during his face-off with Goliath. David had a choice to make, and despite his fear, his feelings, and a formidable foe, he chose faith over frustration. As has been said, faith triumphs over fear. Look at the difference between verse 1 and verses 16 and 17. It's like David is a whole different person. In verse 1, he says, rescue me from my enemies, O God. Protect me from those who have come to destroy me. And now, just a few verses later, in verses 16 and 17, he says, but as for me, I will sing about your power. Each morning I will sing with joy about your unfailing love. For you have been my refuge, a place of safety when I'm in distress. My strength, to you I sing praises. For you, O God, are my refuge, the God who shows me unfailing love. Verses 16 through 17. What a difference between verse 1 and verses 16 and 17. Perhaps this psalm should cause us to pause and consider how we react when it seems like people or life have come against us. According to David's song, it's okay to tell God you're scared or hurting. But like David, we have a choice to make. Rather than get angry and lash out or allow fear to control us, rather than trying to deal with things in our own strength or making God our last resort, how about going to the Lord first? Give the entire situation to him. The problem, the fear, the feelings, other people that may be involved, and most of all, yourself. What's in it for you? Well, check these words from It Is Well With My Soul. When peace like a river attendeth my way, when sorrows like sea billows roll, whatever my lot, thou hast taught me to say, it is well with my soul. This is Dr. Vic Hawley, friend, in his grace. If you have any comments or questions, you can address them to me at Vic's Friday Focus at gmail.com. That's Vic's Friday Focus at gmail.com. God bless you. Have a tremendous week. Give it all to the Lord.